Well, here we are. We're up to week 4 of the NFL season already. It is actually flying by. And obviously week 3 of the Orion Bowl Fantasy League is in the books. It was kinder to some than others, but for every loser, there is a winner. So let's take a look at what happened in the Orion Bowl. So, first off, I would like to start with my new feature, which is simply Entourage. I thought I wanted to find like a foursome, and for me, this is a foursome plus E. And basically, it's going to be 4 outstanding players that represent, obviously, Vinny Chase, Turtle, Drama, and old Jeremy Piven, Ari. What's his? I forget what his name is. Ari. I just know him as Ari. Ari something. Anyway, and E is going to represent all that is terrible in NFL fantasy right now because he's a terrible character. Least favourite one. Stop me if I'm wrong. Change my mind. Anyway, this week, taking up the mantle of Vinny Chase is Davante Adams, because let's face it, he is the star of the Packers offense, and he was the star of the Harlots offense this week, and he is just a star in general. So he takes on the mantle of Vinny Chase. Taking up the mantle of Johnny Drama is Mr. Jamar Chase for the coach's sons, because he is the fucking game, pal. Check that guy out. He was fantastic in week 3. Absolutely fantastic. This week's turtle is Big Zeke, because whilst he's a big name, I actually didn't really expect very much from him. But he actually did pretty good. So low expectations, did pretty good. That's Turtle. And then this week's Piven is Alexander Mattison, because, man, he was all over the place. He was rushing, he was receiving, he was doing it all. His range was superb, just like Jeremy Piven's acting range. Huh? See what I did there? Yeah, that's lovely. And this week's E is obviously the Washington defense, because they were the only team to put up a negative score in the whole of fantasy in week 3, and they were bloody useless, just like E is in the show. So, moving on to coaches' questions. Right. Okay, Coach Bert, do you think it was a good idea to trade away your backup tight end, who was really good, number 3 in the league, to try and get another running back that isn't even going to be available to you until the following week? Well, it's funny you say that, actually. I wasn't aware that the trade wouldn't clear until after Robinson had played, and let's be fair, if it had cleared, I'd be looking like a genius right now, because the man went for 19 points. So, come on, look, the basic premise of the trade was sound. And also, it's like, look, I was never going to be playing Hockenson at the time. Obviously, now Gronkowski is out, obviously I would be playing him, yes. But at the time, I didn't have that information. He wasn't even questionable. You know, either way. Look, you win some, you lose some. Mostly, I lose some. And what are we going to do with that terrible Washington defense? Yeah, what are we going to do with them? God damn it. They're supposed to be one of the best rated defenses in the league. They didn't look like it. They looked awful. Like, I don't even know what was wrong with them. Do you know what I mean? Honestly, they have one more week to impress me. After that, they're gone. They're so cut. They're so cut. They look like a bunch of idiots out there. Do you know what I mean? -4? Come on, man. Terrible. Anyway, moving on to this week. Right, so we've got Baltimore Ravens taking on the coach's sons. Let's have a quick look here at this matchup. So, obviously the coach's sons, they've already played Mr. Chase. Now it was not as big a week for him as week 3, thank God. It's given me some semblance of a chance, although not really, because I think honestly the coach's sons should walk this, because not only have I traded away Hockenson, but I don't get to play Robinson, who already went for 19 points because the trade didn't clear until Friday morning, which is a pain. And now Gronkowski has been ruled out of this Sunday's game. So yeah, like I'm basically stuffed. I mean, I've managed to put Knox and Singletary in for the Buffalo Bills because they are playing Houston this week, and to be fair, like they should win that. I mean, they should do all right there because the bookies are not rating Houston at all. They're 10-1 against just to win. That's mental, isn't it? I didn't think that Houston were that bad. I mean, I know they're not in a great position, but I don't think they've looked terrible either. Either way. No, Patrick Mahomes against Philly let me down a bit last week. I mean, I've got some good players there. DK Metcalf. The Washington football team have one more week. They've got a favourable matchup this week against the Atlanta Falcons, and if they cannot get a few sacks and at least a turnover in that game against the Atlanta Falcons, I'm sorry, but the Washington football team defense are dead to me. After that point, I'll start drafting week on week because it's starting to get to. I mean, it's not desperation mode yet. I'm only 1-2, but I'm likely drifting to 1-3 after this week because I would say that the coach's sons are going to win this. It's going to be the coach's sons by murder, quite frankly. You've got Lamar Jackson, Melvin Gordon, whilst questionable, he's going to play. I mean, my only chance there is I do have Javonte Williams. At the end of the day, if Melvin Gordon it doesn't suit up, that plays right into my hands, right? But unfortunately, Eli Mitchell, who I picked up for the San Francisco 49ers, running back, very good running back. He is unfortunately questionable and he's likely not to suit up. And that plays right into the hands of one Mr. Sermon. And obviously he is on the team that are playing me this week, the coach's sons, which is a real pain. And then obviously Gronkowski has been ruled out on Sunday, which means that likely the ball is going to, at least has potential to go to Antonio Brown slightly more. And guess who's playing him? The coach's sons. So this week, coach's sons, by murder, they're going to absolutely destroy me. I'll go to 1-3, and then I think it's time for another rebuilding year. That conversation's going to start happening. No, it's a bit early for all that kind of talk yet. If Robinson continues to play like that, which he should do, I just need running backs really to creep into the top 20. And then, the rest of my team are looking okay. So it's not panic stations yet, although I am panicking a little. Anyway, Dallas Trey Gorillas against the Indianapolis Colts. Now, thing is like the Gorillas have got a pretty decent lineup there. Herbert for the Chargers has been very good. Obviously, Kamara, it's a no-brainer. Henderson's looked okay. Got Keenan Allen, he put up some numbers last week. And when you've got a kicker that can put up 17 points on any given day, that you're looking pretty good. Unfortunately, he is playing the Indianapolis Colts, who have Derrick Henry playing against the Jets. So that's worth 40 points on its own. So I'm picking the Colts in that. Yep, Indianapolis Colts will probably beat the Dallas Stray Gorillas. If it wasn't for that matchup against the Jets, I would say it would be closer. But other than that, but unfortunately, he is playing against the Jets and it's going to be a massacre. So that should be plenty of points for Derrick Henry. Then we have got the Legion of Hope taking on the San Diego Harlots. This one's going to be a closely run game, I think. Josh Allen for the Buffalo Bills should be really big points for the San Diego Harlots. Montgomery and Swift both playing at running back for the Harlots, so he's got a lot riding on the Bears versus the Lions. Mixon got the Legion off to a good start, not a great start at the weekend, putting up 12.70, 67 rushing yards and a touchdown. He's lucky he got that touchdown because without that it would have been pretty poor. But I mean, Cook has got a scary lineup. Legion have got a scary lineup. Cook is one of those lineup. So yeah, you've got Cook, Kupp, Kittle and Thielen. However, like I said, you've got Devontae Adams for the Harlots there. He's got Hockenson, which obviously I traded away this week. He gets the benefit of that. I don't get any benefit from my trade yet. Hopefully it will continue into the next week. But yeah, so Hockenson's guaranteed to put up big numbers this week. So you know what? I was initially thinking that it would be the Legion, but I'm going to lean towards the Harlots. Oh yeah, I'm going to take the Harlots in that one. The Harlots will go to 2-2 on the year. And then we have got the team with no nameth against Baby got first pick. This one is, again, it's going to be a close one. I mean, Tom Brady, if Tom Brady keeps doing what he's doing, then he's going to put up some numbers. Nick Chubb, Hubbard, Lockett has been an absolute diamond this year. I mean, the thing is, looking at his lineup, he's got a really good squad. That's why he's. But I don't know why he's 1 and 2. To be fair, but I think the Buccaneers defense should have a good day. You've got Godwin and Ridley for the team with no nameth. They're looking, and Waller's been outstanding. So yeah, I mean, but looking at the lineup, Aaron Jones, Lockett, Chubb, Brady, I really do have to lean towards Baby got first pick in that one. That's what I'm going with. But but I've been wrong most of the time with my picks. So good luck to the people that I picked for, because you're gonna need it. And we will see how the dust settles. I'm going to enjoy the hell out of the American Football Mansion. I'll be seeing people there later, and it's going to be a fun time. Love watching Red Zone. Love watching it. Love the NFL's back. It's going to be watching it live next week. Jets against the Falcons, and So anyway, we'll see how all these games go. Good luck to everybody, and see you all next week.